Hey there, everyone. Today is either Wednesday, October 21st or Thursday, October 24th, depending on what day you are doing at-home learning during a hybrid model. My brain was taking a moment there to think about what I wanted to say. Now, this is your packet for today. The story has a girl with the dog in the bottom. I'm holding it down to see the picture because the words are backwards on here, and I don't know how to switch it. So this is what you get. But you should have the date, either 10/21 or 10/22. You can see my dates up there. But it has the girl with the dog in the bone. So look in your folder for this, and we're going to get started. If you want to read on your own, beautiful, wonderful, amazing. If you don't, also awesome. And we can just read it together today. You can listen to me. I know you get tired of me, but you're stuck with me. Our story is called The Cutest Face in the World. Predictions. What do you think it's going to be about? Here is the picture. Using the picture and the title. What do you think it's talking about when it says the cutest face in the world? Tell the screen where I am right now, or tell someone at home, tell your stuffed animal or a pet. What do you think the story is going to be about? Also, as you can see, I am in the classroom today. It is rather boring without any of you. Some people keep walking by and think I'm a little crazy because I'm talking to my computer. But I'm talking to all of you. Now, the cutest face in the world. I'm going to get started. If you want to read on your own, you can just skip over me reading. The Ling family did not think they were going home with a pet that day. Annie wanted to visit the animal shelter. She wanted to see the cats and dogs. She had wanted a pet for years. Her parents were waiting for the girls to be old enough. Annie was 7. Her sister Lily was only 3. Lily was still learning how to act around animals. She had a lot of energy. Annie and Lily were excited to see the animals. A shelter volunteer gave the Ling family a tour. The volunteer talked about why animals came to the shelter. Some were found by the road. Others were dropped off by families who could not care for them. Finally, the Ling family got to see the animals. There was a cat section and a dog section. What would you pick, cat or dog? That's a tough decision. I'd probably pick a dog. They were all so cute. Some of the animals looked scared. This made Annie sad. The volunteer explained that animals need time to get used to a new place. She assured Annie that all the people caring for these animals were kind. The Ling family walked through the dog section. They started talking. A dog just felt like the right choice. Annie's mom could not take her eyes off an older black dog with kind eyes. Annie's dad was interested in a large, energetic dog. Annie had found her own favorite. He was a young puppy. He was brown with spots. He had been found near the railroad track with 6 other puppies. Annie could not take her eyes off the dog. She thought he had the cutest face in the world. Sorry for the bell. It's the end of the day. Annie pleaded with her parents, so she begged them. She's like, please, please, please. They did not want to make a quick decision. Pets are a big responsibility. But they could see in Annie's eyes that she had found her companion. The volunteer talked about what a good breed the dog was and that he would be kind to children. That was what the family needed to hear. They had made up their minds. This little one was coming home. I know that when I picked up my dog, because I adopted a dog, as many of you know, I had looked at a bunch of pictures online, actually, and then I found him, and they brought him over to my house to meet me to see if it was a good fit, and it was, and that's how I got my dog. But I've known people who gone and picked dogs out in person and adopted them, and you can get some awesome dogs. Question time. 6 questions today. Turn the page. Pause as many times as you need to. I will just continue reading, and I'll explain the questions as we go. I was almost going to say any questions, but I'm talking to myself on my computer. Number 1. Which statement summarizes the text? Summarizes kind of just says what it was mostly about. So which one of these answers is going to tell us what our story was mostly about? Now, they might share some little details that happened, but you have to think, was our whole story about this? A. Annie meets another child who has a cute face. Does she meet another child? B. Annie has the cutest face in the world. Now, she might have a cute face, but is that what our story's about? C, Annie meets her new dog and he has the cutest face in the world. Or D, Annie's family argues over who has the cutest face in the world. I mean, haven't you ever had that argument with your brother or sister and you're like, no, you're the cutest. No, I'm the cutest. 2, the author would likely agree. So which one of these would the author agree with and be like, yep, that sounds about right. My desk is squeaking. A, an animal shelter can be a good place to find a pet. So do you think they would agree with that an animal shelter would have good options for pets? B, any pet can live with any family. So you could just find a pet and it would automatically be a good fit. Or do some households work better for certain types of animals? C, pets are easy to care for. Do you think the author would agree that they're easy based on what they had said in the story? Now, if you're like, I don't know, go back and listen to it again or read it again. D, people should only adopt puppies. Do you think the author would agree that you should only adopt puppies? Think about that one. So what would the author agree with? A, animal shelters can be a good place to find a pet. B, any pet can live with a family. C, pets are easy to care for. Or D, people should only adopt puppies. 3, which statement shows a personal connection to this story? Personal connection is someone who could relate and understand this story. A, my brother is allergic to dogs. Does that have anything to do with our story? B, my family adopted our cat from a shelter. Could they understand this family? They adopted a cat, but could they kind of understand the process of another family who's adopting a dog? So could they relate to it and understand it? C, snakes make good pets. Or D, I volunteer at my school. Which one of those could connect to our story about this girl going to adopt a dog from a shelter? 4, what was the big change for the characters? What was the big change that happened for them? A, Annie and her mother finally agree on a pet. B, the Link family decided to volunteer at a shelter. So are they going like, oh, we're going to help out at the shelter? Is that what this story was about? C, they wanted to wait to get a pet, but they met the right one on the tour. So were they waiting to get one, but then they're like, oh, she just loves this one so much, and they met the right one? Was that a big change for them? D, they wanted a cat, but they chose a dog. Did this story talk about them wanting a cat versus a dog? Circle your answer, and we're going to move on. Okay, 5. What message does this text share about adopting pets? What's it kind of telling us about adopting pets? Do they agree? Not agree? Let's find out. A, finding the right pet is important for your family. Is it important to find the right pet? Not all pets fit with everyone. I know my dog would not fit with my brother because it's just not his personality. B, there are more cats up for adoption than dogs. Did this story talk about the amount of dogs versus cats that are being adopted? C, adopting a pet is difficult. Did this story talk about it being difficult? Or D, shelters do not have sweet animals for families. Did it say that they only have mean or scared or unhappy pets? Think about what this story was about. A, finding the right pet for your family is important. B, there are more cats up for adoption than dogs. C, adopting a pet is difficult. Or D, shelters do not have sweet animals for families. 6, which title below indicates a similar story? Which one of these titles would kind of maybe fit with a story about something that's similar to this one? A, falling in love with a stray cat. B, preparing for a baby. C, moving to a new house. Or D, opening presents. Which one of those could you maybe make a biggest connection to this one? It is writing time, your favorite time of the day. You have to do the question. I know you don't want to do the question, but you have to do it. Sorry. Not really. Okay, here's our question for today. Think about how happy Annie must feel when she sees her future dog for the first time. When have you felt happy when something in your life was about to change? How would you describe that feeling? So I know for me, I'm going to use the dog for example. When I went to adopt my dog, I was extremely happy. I had always wanted a dog, and I had found William, And when I met him, I just kind of instantly fell in love with him like Annie did. And I was so excited for this big change in my life. So that was a really good change. Maybe you are getting to move to a new house, or you are going to a new grade and your friends in your class, or it could be something as small as like getting a new haircut or getting new clothes or a new toy. So think about a change in your life, something that was one way and then became another way, and how did you feel? Now, if you're like, I've only had bad things in my life, well then write about a bad thing. You don't have to write me about a happy one. I know the question's specifically talking about a happy one, but if you're like, nope, nothing good ever happens, it's fine to write about something like that. And you can tell me about something maybe bad, a bad change that happened, because I know sometimes those are the ones that stick with us and might be a little easier to write about. Today, I can't tell if I told you how many sentences, but I'm going to go easy on you today. I went hard on everyone else. 2 sentences. Just 2. Since it's kind of a difficult topic, you might need to think about it a little bit. Just 2. And that's it. And then you're done. Now, if you need any questions, you can call my classroom. You can video chat with me by setting it up, or you can email. I've had a few of you email me, and that worked really, really well. So I was excited to get those emails with questions about your work. So you can email me, and I'll happily help. And that's your only assignment for today, so just do the packet, and then put it in your folder, and then bring your folder to me, and that's where we'll get some sort of reward if you have your work done and you have the folder. Beautiful. Wonderful. You are all fantastic. I love your hard work. It's making you very happy, and I can't wait to see you all in class on our next in-person day. Bye.